Wait a second, I have a question. Why do you guys have to make it so difficult when you're talking about the time in Korean? Is the hour in Korean numbers and the minutes are in Chinese numbers? Like, why does it have to be so complicated? I don't get it. Like, I would love if you could explain it to me.
Why do you have these different number system? Too difficult, right? 맞죠? So Christina, she asked for all of you that she wants to know. Uni, explain this. Okay. Yes, like she said, let's say there is an hour, minutes, and second. And for the hour, we use native Korean numbers. And for the minutes and seconds, we use Sino-Korean numbers. We want to know why. 그치? 왜? Right? Let's see. Okay, let's start from it's like a history class. We started from past, from the old, like 옛날에, long time ago, and this is present. And let's say the language has spoken language, how we speak, and the language has written language, how we write. Okay? And the spoken language, we only use the native Koreans from the past. From the past, long time ago, we spoke native Korean native Korean characters, but we didn't have writing system. So what did they do was to bring Chinese character. It happened first. But still, spoken language are the natives. And then, few years later, someone, we know who is it, someone created Hangul. So now we have this King Sejong, thanks to King Sejong, we have Hangul system too. Again, we are still using the native Korean systems. But the letters, the written language, we have Chinese language and the native Korean letters language. 그러고, this is okay, 괜찮죠, 여기까지? So far, it's okay. And then let's talk about time now. In the past, before the Chinese languages came in the past, Korean people know how to tell the time. We call it 해시계, which means sun dial. So we knew the time, what time is it, but that was not really, we didn't know. Like, for example, it's 9:38 p.m. It was not this much precisely time, but we know what time is it. It's time to wake up, time to go to sleep, like this. This was happened before. And then, a lot years later, this clock came in. This is the history. And then, this clock came into Korea through China. It didn't come to Korea directly, but it came through China because our country is just next to China. Is that okay? China, Korea. So, this clock system had to follow Chinese characters because we are using Chinese character even though we have native Koreans. So, what happened here was, for the time, we knew the time even if there wasn't clock, because it happened first, right? So for the time, we can use the native numbers, because it happened even before the clock system came in. But the minutes and seconds, more smaller parts, they came in through China after creating Hangul and Hanja. So we also had Hangul system, we had Chinese system. So we had to choose. What do we have to choose? Do we have to say native numbers or Sino-Korean numbers? But let's be honest, which one is more simple? Native Korean numbers or Sino-Korean numbers? Native Sino, which one is more simple for you? Yes. To be honest, Sino-Korean numbers are simple 1, 2, 3, and we can count larger numbers. And then these 분 and 초, these characters are also from China. Because the clock came in through China, we use these Chinese characters to say the minutes and seconds. So make it as a set. Chinese Sino-Korean number and Chinese character 분, the minute. And also Sino-Korean number and Sino character 초, the seconds. That is really complicated reason why do we have different number systems to tell the time. Fun but not easy, 맞죠? Right? So, what I want to ask you is, how confident are you with Korean numbers? Again, I asked you the beginning of this class, do you guys think Korean numbers are easy? Again, easy or difficult? Okay, let's say with the numbers. If you understand 100%, show me 10. If you understand 50%, 5. 60, 70, with your fingers, let me know how many percent. Do you guys understand? Yeah, I can see 70, 60, or 90, 60. Yes. I want to say what we have to do is to do the practice. And then, there is another Korean teacher. We invited another Korean teacher. His name is Jay. And then he are going to teach you Korean numbers with actual sentences in your life. So we use numbers a lot in our actual lives. Like JP said, when we talk about numbers or money, and like we did when we talk about time or when we talk about our age, we use numbers. And with the situations, he will do practice with numbers. J Korean 11 a.m. Oh, I didn't say. It's Wednesday. So it starts April 13일, 4월 13일에. So if you are available, join the class and see and try to practice this difficult Korean number system. Phew.